So recently, I interviewed Don Chief, aka Big Chief, and we got on like the topic of Dallas legends, right?
Yeah.
And gatekeepers and things of that nature. And with Big Chief, or aka Don Chief, at the time he said he was coming up. He said him and what's my man from Fort Worth, Black, Twisted Black, were like the only street cats that was really going at the time when Boogie was so big.
Because me and Twisted Black was the only cats that kind of represented the streets, but he was
another
Fort
Detroit
Worth.
cat.
Yeah, he represented Fort Worth.
For
Yeah,
sure.
no, Midwest, no,
Detroit?
no, Detroit. Yeah, you know, yeah, for shit show. And he represented the streets, but he was representing Fort Worth, and I was in Dallas. But
Gotcha.
he had a situation. So his situation was still kind of big because he was getting played on the radio. I was still underground and, volume 2. So me and him met and we did a song together. That's around like whenever he got locked up. That was when it was starting to bubble. I was, escalating. I got my jewels. I done touched the fruit of them 36s. So it's like shit. I'm just from the hip. I'm looking like a rapper now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just rapping and trapping, and it's like everything elevated for me. And then, once he left, it's like shit. Life's good.
Facts.
But when we talked about legends, he felt as though he said he never called himself a legend.
Mm-hmm.
The streets label him a legend.
Facts.
And that the only other legend, which was on his way, was Mo 3, who, God bless the dead, is deceased. Like, how do you feel about that? Like,
I say Dallas legend. Look, first I put my mind how I think. I put all us in a big Dallas artists, like big, like we big.
right.
I'm tired of us playing like he's not him not him, he don't know him. Nigga, you know him. We big, this Dallas. We are the artists of Dallas. We the stars here. So I look at everybody as artists and don't care about how you thought he did these volumes or this many CDs. I wasn't looking. Me, I don't look at that. I look at everybody as, damn, I see you. I see you too, Chief.
So you can give people their props, but we're talking about, because he didn't discredit as if the city didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But we're talking about now when you put the L word, the word legend.
That L big, man.
So that being that
now Dallas
that holds weight. If you were actually solidified Dallas legends, who would be your Dallas legend?
Dallas legend, I say me. TREAL Prince Rick.
Okay.
Internationally known, locally known, nationally known, from one song.
Okay.
That's legendary. Big. Now Chief Neil, now it's a big it's a Texas big too. He is legendary in Texas big. Legendary. And outside of the city's also big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just from the old stats. That's how I look at it. Old stats. Legendary, Don Chief.
Do you feel like, because another thing that he talked about is he was able to sell CDs and he was able to accomplish a lot. The new generation won't have the chance to sell CDs, so he feel like that one up him more than this generation because he can sell the CDs and he can actually end up going viral too. I mean, technically, legendary status can be determined by numbers.
Okay, but it's just like, okay, what numbers are you talking about? See, you got some boys right now, y'all could be talking about these boys ain't never sold a record. You can't impress me. You ain't never sold a record. You got 1 million views, but you ain't never sold a record. So what numbers are we talking about? So it's like, it's really jacked up because it only benefit those who done been there from the beginning and able to go through all the games, you know what I'm saying? All the levels. And a youngster can't go through what nobody from this generation can do nothing that I've did. It's not that time no more.
That's true. But again, devil's advocate, the younger ones will say, well, you may have, but you haven't hit 1 million views
okay,
yet,
but
or 2 million views.
But listen, I can still do that. See,
That's
I still
true.
got the opportunity to do everything that they doing.
Gotcha.
They can't do shit that I done did.
That's real.
See, that's the catch-22.
Gotcha.
Now, with me being here before, with me having that's why 2 Chainz can win. That's why, because we the bridge. So at the end of the day, the youngsters can do what they do, but we can do everything that they can do. They can never reduplicate what we did.
And he did. He sold CDs. We actually used to come out to his when he do his signing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me and Rick rich than a bitch back then, bro.
Yeah.
Like we come out to fuck with Don Chief just cause he's that legend everybody talking about.
Gotcha.
Like, fuck it, Don Chief over there, we finna go holler at the legend. And it always been love. That's my nigga. That's my nigga. But now that when you seeing streams, we came out in streams.
Gotcha.
So when you sold 20,000 copies, $10 a pop, and you made 20,000. I just did a show overseas, 3 days, 20,000.
Yep.
And because your CDs was underground.
So how would you rebuttal when he says you can't be legendary off a hot song?
See, that's where you got us at. That's TREAL and Prince Rick. Hot songs.
But he's saying
classics.
But he's saying you can't be a legend just because you got a hot song. Like,
I say certain people, if you put in the work, like I kept working it. I stay out here. Even if it's that one song, because I know I got more.
But technically you had to. For the most,
I
mean, you probably had more than that. But I'm just saying, but
I had a couple of them.
You wasn't just a one-hit wonder.
Nah, I was tearing their ass up in the underground. I had worked at Lumber, Fresh Pair of G Nights, Fresh for Show. I'm fresh than a bitch. Yeah, I know. I was killing them, D-Fool. So, I had a lot of them, like hits. These when clubs was coming out. See, Chief was in the cars.
Yeah.
They in the cars. They were killing the cars. We was killing mixtapes.
Gotcha.
And that movement there was hitting on YouTube. Once the mixtapes came out in the city, people was going on YouTube to find out what's their names and who is who.
Gotcha.
Your Fat Pimps, your Trail Lee. We came out in that day.